Most people use Gemini like a basic chatbot. They ask a question, they get an answer, and they move on. But what they're missing are hidden features that automate research, generate cinematic looping videos from static images, analyze entire video libraries, and build custom tools that save hours every week. And this is what 99% never discover. This isn't a chatbot. It's an autonomous reasoning engine that plans, executes, and remembers 1,500 pages of context. And Gemini 3 Pro is Google's most intelligent AI model because it's built completely different from standard chatbots. And it's multimodal, which means that it can process text, images, video, audio, PDFs, and code bases simultaneously. And Gemini scores higher than GPT-5 and Claude on most benchmarks. And because it has a 2 million token context window, it can remember up to 1,500 pages of information in a single conversation, which means that this model is built for complex reasoning, multi-step problems, and autonomous task execution. And in this video, I'll break down what's available on the free plan versus the pay plan. And most users never switch to thinking mode, and they're getting surface level answers because of it. Because Gemini 3 Pro has different thinking levels. It uses fast for quick answers and thinking for deep analysis or solving complex problems. Let me show you how the thinking mode works. So I've given it this prompt. I'm launching a new productivity app. I need to choose between 3 marketing strategies. Strategy A costs $10,000 and focuses on social media advertising. Strategy B costs $5,000 and focuses on SEO and content marketing. Strategy C costs $15,000 and focuses on influencer marketing. Based on expected ROI, scalability, and long-term growth, which strategy should I choose and why? I'm gonna hit submit, and here's the output from Gemini 3.0 using the thinking and reasoning model. So it's giving me a market strategy comparison table with expected ROI, scalability, long-term growth. I can even export this to Sheets because remember, Google owns Google Sheets as well as Gemini. It's giving me its recommendations. So choose strategy B if this is what you want, or strategy A or strategy C. And it's giving you a suggested launch allocation with some next steps. And this is why thinking is so powerful, because it knows that the response that I want is a comparison. And it even says so. Okay, I'm thinking about a comparison now. I'll provide it as requested. It shouldn't take too long. And it didn't take long. This entire output was generated in about 10 seconds. And honestly, it's a great analysis. And think of all the ways you can use this. If you're struggling to allocate marketing budgets or you need a second opinion, throw it into Google Gemini and see what it comes up with. Your phone camera became a data extraction tool. And most people have no idea. Remember, Gemini is multimodal, which means that it can analyze images with extreme precision. So let me show you how that works. I've uploaded an extremely crumpled up receipt from a restaurant. And I'm going to ask Gemini to extract the merchant name, date, items purchased, individual prices, and total amount, format the results as a table. I'll let it run, and in less than 10 seconds, it's thought about it, it's based everything on the image provided, and it's extracted the information as follows. I've got the receipt details, the items purchased. Again, I can export all of this into Google Sheets, and it's even given me next steps. Would you like me to calculate a tip for this total as a standard percentage? And Gemini reads every single line, including a small print. And as you can see, it organized it into a structured table, the merchant name, date, items, prices, and totals. And this works for invoices, business cards, contracts, forms, anything with text. Let me show you another example. This time I've taken a screenshot of a website, and I'm asking Gemini to analyze this layout and explain what's working well and what is not. So after a few seconds of thinking, it's giving me this output. It's telling me what's working well. So we've got the powerful visual hierarchy, distinctive color palette, a human connection, clear calls to actions, clear navigations, and what's not working and opportunities for improvements. So readability and contrast, text alignment tension, brand logo proximity, the triangle at the bottom with a nice summary of the strengths and weaknesses. And again, you can export this to Google Sheets, but something like this is very powerful if you're trying to pitch to businesses, especially local businesses who generally tend to have lower quality websites. And because of that, they're leaving a ton of leads on the table. And because Gemini is multimodal, it can actually suggest specific CSS or design tweaks in actual code. So imagine how powerful that is if you send that in a report to a prospect. And Gemini doesn't just analyze images, it generates them at a level most AI tools can't match. Gemini uses Imagen 3, which is Nano Banana Pro, to generate high quality visuals. So this time, make sure image is selected under tools, and the prompt I'm going to use is generate a realistic image of a modern home office with a standing desk and plants. I hit submit. It's now loading Nano Banana Pro. And yeah, honestly, this isn't bad. I could use this for blogs, stock images. I could even modify this a step further. So I can make it brighter, I can add plants, I can add more pictures onto the walls. I can do whatever I want with this. So I think the right hand side of the image is quite dark. So I've asked Gemini to make it brighter. Again, it's going to load Nano Banana Pro, and let's see what it comes up with. It's modifying the light source, so it knows exactly what it needs to do. And there you go, a much better image. Now there is a caveat here. The free plan only includes 2 images per day. Gemini isn't just a search engine. It's an AI that reads dozens of sources and writes you a cited multi-page report. Gemini's deep research feature is an autonomous research agent and not a basic search tool. So let's test it. This time I'm asking Gemini to research the 5 most discussed AI breakthroughs from the last 90 days, focused on practical applications for marketers, including source links. I'm gonna hit submit, and within a few minutes it's given me the report outline. So we have a list of research websites. It's going to analyze results, create a report, and it'll be ready in a few minutes. And if you're happy with the plan, you can just start the research. And this is where Gemini comes into its own, because it scans the web, it reads papers, blog posts, news articles, then returns a structured report. report. Now, obviously, you can make it faster by removing thinking, but Gemini's true superpower is when you include deep research and overlap it with the thinking agent. So here you can see that it's contextualizing the investigation. It's researching all these websites, including YouTube, Medium, and specific blogs. It's now identifying major trends and shifts in the industry. You can see on the left-hand side here, it's actually researching 27 websites, which is insane. Something like this will take me hours. But the most important point here is all this research is backed by actual source links. So you can go in there and manually check this information for yourself. And trust me, this saves manual hours. And it's extremely useful for students, researchers, and anyone gathering information fast. And just as an FYI, the free plan includes up to 5 deep research reports per month. And obviously the paid plan is unlimited. It's still running in the background. It's now researched 86 websites. And in about 10 minutes, I have this massive report, which is quite incredible. Not only does it go in depth, it includes tables, sources, and you can manually verify all of these. But here's where Gemini excels. If you click on create, you can export this as a web page, infographic, quiz, flashcards, and an audio overview. You can also describe your own app with a simple prompt. Upload a 5-hour video and Gemini will watch it, break it down, and give you a structured summary with timestamps. And there's 2 ways you can do this. The first way is you can upload the actual video file. The second, which is the easiest, is just to get a YouTube link and just paste it into the prompt here. And I've asked it to watch this video and extract all the valuable points, organize them by category, and include timestamps. And this is where Gemini is brilliant because they also own YouTube. And so they're integrating into the YouTube feature of Gemini, which means that it can technically quote unquote watch the video. It can grab the transcripts, the description, titles, everything about this video. And since I don't have 5 hours and 40 minutes to go through it, why not let AI do it? So this is a comprehensive 6-hour course. Part 1 is fundamentals of strategy. Part 2 is framing. Part 3 is practical business applications, and so on and so forth. One thing it did miss, which was the timestamps, so I've prompted that again. And it's just giving me the main timestamps for the main chapters. But again, you can break this down, be more granular if you want specific details about each chapter. And that's very easy to do just by prompting it further. And you can see how Gemini processes the entire video. It's categorized features into sections like automations, reporting, and integrations, and it's providing exact timestamps. And this is perfect for competitive analysis, learning from tutorials, summarizing webinars without watching them manually. So Gemini can remember 1,500 pages of text in a single conversation. And that changes everything because with its 2 million token context window, Gemini allows up to 1,500 pages of text at once. And to demonstrate how this works, I'm just going to upload the Tesla financial report from 2024. And the prompt I'm going to give it is summarize everything in this financial report. Give me P&L, forecast, and trends analysis. Hit submit. Gemini is now analyzing the PDF that I uploaded. It's examining the financial performance. And here's the output. So it's giving me a nice table here of the P&L summary. And it tells me why there was a decrease in net income. It's got a trends analysis, and it even cites all the sources included in the documentation. So Gemini is scanning everything that I've uploaded. It's pulled all the mentions and given me a structured summary. And this is game changing for lawyers, for researchers, consultants, and anyone drowning in documents. Write a script and Gemini turns it into professional narration in seconds. But this time you're going to need Gemini's narration feature instead of Google AI Studio, which turns text into high quality audio. So head over to Google AI Studio, select audio. You want the mode to be single speaker audio. And this is a prompt that I'm going to tell it. I'm going to do a quick guide for keyword research. And if you want, you can change the speaker's voice. I'm just going to leave it on the default. Let's hit run.
Welcome to this quick guide on keyword research. Today, we'll cover the basic steps to find the right keywords for your website or blog. Step 1, start with brainstorming. Think about the topics you're...
And that's professional narration. It sounds natural and far better than most text-to-speech tools. This is the feature that most Gemini users don't even know exists. And it's one of the best video generation tools available right now. Let me show you how it works. Gemini has access to VO3, Google's newest video generation tool. So I'm going to upload a product image, and the prompt this time is to animate this into a looping website video with subtle motion. Use a slow camera zoom and slight lighting changes. Create a smooth 8-second loop. Hit submit. It's thinking about it, and within about 2 minutes, you'll have the video. And you can use this for websites, headers, social ads, presentation, intros, and anything else you can think of. So now you know how to use Gemini Pro better than 99% of people. You can automate research, generate images, and turn those images into video loops. And honestly, most people don't even know this exists. And if you enjoyed this video tutorial, check out my next video on how you can use Notebook LM better than 99% of people out there.